up, Jalen? Binav Ja. What's up, everybody? Glad to have you here. So I'm going back and forth a little bit right now. I'm looking at the Triller website right now. I'm looking at some fool named Raycon, and I forgot the other fool's name. I don't know. That fool in the pink shorts. And then I'm looking at ESPN. Right now, Romanov and Espino's going to fight. Oh, Romanov was pretty bad. I remember I seen his last fight, and I was rooting for that fool, like, going forward. I like his style. He was just laying on fools. Saradik, Turnip, Kaimon, Sandy Dwan. I really know how to trigger you. Luis Beast, Tommy Ganton, Foos Wavy, Kim Smart. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you. I don't really know what anybody's expecting. I don't know if I know a lot of you are here because you're down and you're loyal to the Mexican martial arts, and I appreciate you because I know that you probably don't particularly care a lot about Jake Paul fighting Ben Askren. Oh, I messed up my audio. You probably would rather hear about UFC stuff, but you're here anyway, so I appreciate that. I'm going to be going back and forth, though. Someone named Bill Gates is evil says, I'm hiding in the bathroom at work right now. Hey, where do you work at? I appreciate you doing that. Hey, but if you're already here that fast, were you already hiding in the bathroom? What were you really hiding from? I used to do the same thing, by the way, so I'm right there with you. Mike Alfieri, the OG, all representing that green tea. Representing that green tea. I think I'm finally going to go get some more tomorrow. And this time I plan on coming back home with some. I mentioned the other day that I went to Costco to get some green tea. Well, I was going to go to Costco, and then we had to do some things first, and Costco closed, and I didn't have time. So, I mean, I got that other one, that Lipton one, but I was trying to get that Kirkland. What's his name? From Miami Beach, Florida. Joe Fournier. Has anybody ever heard of Joe Fournier? Apparently, he's like a billionaire or something, and he wanted to get into boxing. So Joe Fournier. So look at. Let me read this real quick. Alexis Gonzalez says, "Que onda, compa?" Hey, I'm doing good right now. I got my lunch right here. It's already like. Yeah, I had a weird day today. I'm barely gonna have my lunch right now. I just realized what time it is. It does not feel like it's this late. But Alexis Gonzalez, I'm about to eat right now. I feel all right. I'm gonna try not to mukbang on you too hard. I don't want to be disgusting, but I'm so hungry. And I'm glad to be here right now. I've been a little bit off lately with the Mexican Fight Companions. I got into this rhythm where I was doing like 6-hour Mexican Fight Companions, and like lately I've been getting in later and later, and then my streams are like only 1 or 2 hours. But the good thing about when I get in there later in the day, I feel like wide awake. So I feel all right now, Alexis. Thank you for asking. I feel pretty good. Something that happened right now, I had to go to my storage unit because I've been mentioning here and there. I know that a lot of you, I know that 99% of you aren't watching unless I'm doing a breakdown with your favorite fighter and you don't care otherwise. But for those of you who have been here and listened to some of the stuff going on right now, I'm trying to move, and I've been doing stuff with my storage unit and whatnot. Storage unit. And I had some bins, all right? I stacked them too high. I stacked them like stupid high the last time I went to my storage unit. And I was like, they'll be good because I got all the bins the same. Like back in the day, I remember I used to have like dozens of different types of bins, and they were all different. None of them matched. But then I went to Home Depot and I got them all the same. I was like, I'm going to be able to stack them like Legos so I wouldn't have any problems. The last time I went to storage, I stacked it like way too tall. And I was like, should I go back and undo it real quick? But it was super late and I just wanted to go home already. And I was like, it's going to be fine unless someone on the other side bangs the wall and knocks it down. It'll be fine. I went back today and I couldn't even open my door. I was trying to pull the thing up. The door, you know how they come up like this? I was trying to pull it up and it was stuck. And I was like, and then it came up like 2 inches and I had to go under with my phone. I was trying to look and see what happened. All the bins fell and my door was all dented. So now they're going to make me buy a new door. Yeah. It's always something, I'm telling you. It's always something. But I couldn't open it. I was like, what am I going to do? I had a bunch of bins in the car. I was like, I got to. So then I kept sticking my arm in, and I was trying to like move stuff around. as much as I could. I went in there like 127 hours. Like I was stuck at, like stuff kept falling. And I was like, I couldn't even see, but I was just trying to move stuff. I was laying on the ground. I looked like a weirdo. People kept driving by. I was laying over there like this, trying to move stuff in my storage unit. Finally, I made enough room so that I could pick it up. I had it like inch by inch. I was there for a while, sweating. And I finally got it up. Bins all over the place. It's like a miracle. Like I can't even make sense of it. Nothing broke. I had guitars in there. I had collectibles in there. I had some more toys in there. I had like old like piggy banks. I had a lot of stuff I care about in there. Not a single thing broke except the bins. Some of the bins cracked, but I couldn't believe it. But I'm doing good now, Alexis. I'm wide awake. Bill Gates. Wait. Hold up. I'm sorry. Oh man, I gotta go back. Bill Gates' evil said, McDonald's. Oh, you work at McDonald's? Oh, that's bad. That's bad, man. If I worked at McDonald's, I'd always be munching in the bathroom. Like I would take some food in there. I used to work at Jack in the Box. Sometimes I took the bacon cheeseburgers. Oh man, that's bad. I'm a little bit jealous of you. Like the Jack in the Box that I used to work out was super laid back. And like even the GM was like, I mean, she'd be chilling back there eating like French fries and stuff. She would go back. I think she was bipolar because sometimes she would get mad at us and like she would like make us go home and stuff. But then other times she's like, have some fries. So you never know. Alexis Gonzalez, I was listening to the podcast and you were talking about how it wasn't all about MMA. And your first thought was James Charles. Wait, what episode was that? I don't even remember. What the heck? I was listening to the podcast and you were talking about how it wasn't all about MMA. And your first thought, look at, I'm going to tell you why. Because I listened to the H3 podcast. That's like one of my staples. Like, if you ever wonder, like, what kind of channels do you watch or listen to? One of them is the H3 podcast. And I'm going to tell you, it's gotten like real hard over the years. Basically the reason I watch the H3 podcast at this point is because I'm hoping at some point they'll go back to their old ways, and I'm kind of just like one of the last people hanging on for dear life, just waiting for them to like. It's like how people feel now that I'm not doing breakdowns, and they're like, I'm just gonna watch a little longer and hope that he goes back because I can't stand these podcasts any longer. I just want him to go back to why I subscribed in the first place. That's how I feel with the H3 podcast. I'm just putting up with them. And like a lot of the rants and craziness that they talk about. And I'm like, please just drink Pepsi Max and make fun of Jeff Dunham again. So that's like where I'm at right now. But it's because I watch H3 and I'm always hearing, because that's all they talk about now, James Charles. So that's why I was in my head. Zach Hughes, here's $5. Thank you, Zach. I ain't never going back. I appreciate you, Zach. Thank you so much. William Wing just joined the YouTube membership. Thank you. Hey, William Wing, if you go to the community tab, I posted a new video. And I've been working on this character named Vincent lately, so I could expand my horizons and do different things. And I made this character named Vincent, and I posted a video on there where I talk about like behind the scenes stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm listening to Jake Paul freestyle right now. I'm listening to Jake Paul freestyle at this very moment. Is anybody actually watching the event on Triller right now? I'm wondering like how play-by-play I need to be spot on right now. Like, are you watching along with me? Or, nah, I bet most people don't want to give. I was going to say, I bet most people don't want to pay for this full, but I'm sure you found Reddit links. But let me know how many of you are actually watching the event on Triller and how many are completely depending on my commentary. Angel Padilla, you find Macho Man in there? No, Macho Man is not in there. Look, I'm going to tell you. Look, I'm going to say this to you in the best way that I can. So Macho Man, let's say in an alternate universe, I was doing like a thing with Macho Man. I was like, I don't know where he is. But like in reality, I knew where he was and I put him in a safe place. But then in reality, I forgot where that was. And now he's actually lost. So things just got real interesting. But he's not in my storage unit. No, Angel Padilla. Pseudo's toxicity. Loopy just got robbed. Make a video. She's Mexican. Wait, what? Who's Loopy? Loopy just got robbed. See, I'm not. You're probably talking about someone in the UFC, huh? UFC. I'm like way off right now on like who was fighting. Oh, Lupita Godinez. They gave Jessica the decision. Yeah, I haven't done. I've been working on like this one breakdown for like weeks now, and like by the time I actually do it, it's gonna be like, man, how did it take that long? I feel like in my head, it's just so built up at this point that it's gonna be like so anticlimactic by the time it finally gets to that point where I release it, because it's been like in the works forever. But I was already thinking, you know what? I'm probably just gonna keep that on the back burner and do a breakdown of Jake Paul and Ben Askren after this. But like because I've been in like such a low and I haven't been doing breakdowns, like to be honest, Lupita's probably not the one to come back strong with. But thank you so much, Pseudo Toxicity. I appreciate it. Please let me also know if my background music's too loud. I know sometimes it's a little too loud. I don't want it to be annoying. David Capico, yo, this is long overdue. GM keep stacking them bins. Gotta get them matching though. I appreciate that, David Capico. Yeah, it's crazy. I remember like back in the day, because I've been mentioning it on here about how Marilena's always tripping about me like supposedly being a hoarder and whatnot. So I've been like rocking bins left and right for years now, but like I haven't had like a single bin match. Like they're all different colors, different sizes. I got cardboard, I got trash bags. Like finally I started getting them all the same. And yeah, it adds up, David Capico. So thank you for helping me get another one. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just still trying to catch up right here. Oh, man. I think I missed one. Alexis Gonzalez, Crack Streams has the fight. Stop asking GM to show the fight because the stream will get taken down. I appreciate that, Alexis. Yeah, I don't know like how people in this day and age still don't quite understand like how YouTube works, and that like I can't do that. So when people ask, it's like, what are you thinking? So thank you, Alexis Gonzalez, for holding the fort down and letting the people know. Let me check real quick and make sure that I didn't miss a donation, because that will make me sad and I don't want to burn anybody. So I just saw that one from Alexis Gonzalez. And let me make sure that there wasn't one before that I missed. I did miss some. Well, no, I was going backwards. Okay, I didn't miss one. I did not miss one. Next was the Sin Police. Sin Police Grandmaster, who you got winning the fight? Man. So look at first I was like, oh, Ben Askren's gonna win, and then I made my prediction video, and at the end of it, well, if you're here and you're watching, I appreciate you. I'll just give you the answer. I won't try to make you watch it. Then I was like, I think Jake Paul's gonna win. You could get mad at me day and night and be like, are you kidding me? He's just a YouTuber. Okay, whatever. But I was basically saying it's because Ben Askren just doesn't seem to care. Like, does he have all these attributes that would make it seem like he would destroy Jake Paul? Of course. But I was just like, you know what? He went on and on and on talking about how he doesn't even care about fighting anymore. He'll never be a professional fighter again. He's not interested in ever winning the championship again. He's an old man. He just wants to enjoy his time. He likes eating. He's getting paid big. And I was like, okay, he just doesn't care, you know? And Jake Paul's like crazy hungry, has a big ego, has a lot of pride, wants to keep this going and keep making money. He's going to do whatever he can to win. So it just seemed like on one hand, you got this guy that's like, yeah, I have all these accolades, I have medals and whatnot, but I don't care. I want to just ride off into the sunset. I want to get paid, like Cowboy Cerrone. And then you over here, you got Jake Paul that's like, I got to win. I got to look good. I got to look hard. I got to keep stacking fights so I can keep making money. Crazy, desperate, super hungry. So I was like, I got to go with Paul. It's all about the mentality at the end of the day. So that was my pick. But then lately, now it was like, oh, snap, I think Ben Askren was playing that fool. It looks like maybe Ben Askren it looks like maybe he actually wants to win. He's coming out with a little bit of fire and stuff, clowning on Jake Paul, actually acting like maybe he does want to come out on top. So it's been hard for me, but I'm just going to have to say Jake Paul. I have to. I'm going to be happy if Ben Askren wins. I'm going to be happy if he knocks him out. So don't get it twisted. I want Ben Askren to win, and I'm going to love it if he wins. But if I have to choose, I would have to say Jake Paul, best on the mentality alone. D, you reckon a featherweight or lightweight? What the heck is this? Are you guys watching this? Oh, never mind. Most people like this, so I'm like the odd man out. D says, you reckon a featherweight or lightweight could be champion in the UFC with no skills if they had no Nagano power? You reckon a featherweight or lightweight could be champion in the UFC with no scales if they had Nagano power? No, I don't think so. Because we've seen look at Nagano with the power that he had when he fought Stipe Muchacho the first time. Even Nagano having the power he has at that size, being as feared and everything as he is by everybody, he still got ragdolled by Stipe Muchacho. So imagine someone that's like lightweight or featherweight size with that power. Okay, that's good. But with no skills aside from that, all someone has to do is be smart enough to change levels, to get under it, to take them down, to wrestle in. I don't think that will be enough alone. Who is this? This almost sounds like that underground, sketchy kind of music that you'd hear like back in the 90s. Like that early like Bay Area hip hop that your cousin hid under the bed so his parents wouldn't throw it away. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Doja? That's Doja Cat, huh? I'm gonna get in trouble. King Charles just joined the YouTube membership. Thank you, King Charles. You are a king. You are a king to me. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm watching UFC fights, GM on YouTube, and looking for a stream for the boxing. Angel Padilla, this is for being AWOL. I appreciate that, homie. Hey, Angel Padilla. I'm like Dory. I see you right here, right now, and I'm happy. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're right here. I'm sorry, this is distracting me so hard. I'm just happy to see you right here, right now. We're living in the moment right now, and that's all that matters, So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you supporting. Alexa Gonzalez, Grandmaster, I see that forever 5 o'clock shadow. Hey, it's hard, and people ask me sometimes when they run into me, like people I haven't seen in a while. They're like, "Oh, you're growing it out," and I'm like, "Nah, I just hate shaving because it takes forever, and then it's gonna come right back." I always tell them like, I stand right there and I don't know. For me, it feels like it takes forever shaving. Maybe because I'm like a perfectionist and like I do way more than I need to. But then I'm like, it's gonna come back tomorrow, and it just feels stupid. It's like doing yard work. It's frustrating. D says message retracted. Thank you. Oh, hey, Heart to Hurt in the house. I see Mike. Ramsey, dude, don't get mad at me. I got love for both of you. Nobody come at me. I got love for everybody. Did people act like you were a terrible person for picking Jake? I see Mike. I was listening. I think it was actually a video with you and McDojo Life talking about people in the comment section. I've actually been very, very fortunate. I think you said the same thing about your channel. People always talk about how like YouTube comments are like the worst and it's like a horrible atmosphere and everybody's negative and acting stupid. I always tell people I'm so fortunate. I have like the best community here. Everybody's always cool. People aren't fighting and acting crazy and coming at each other. It's like, I don't know how it happened, but I'm just very thankful that everybody is just like so cool with each other, even if they disagree. So I had a lot of people that were like, nah, I'm not with you on this one. Like they were out, but they were very respectful about it. And they told me why. And they all had their reasons. Basically, they weren't saying I was a terrible person for it, but they were like, their hate for Jake was so strong that they were just like blinded like by that. And they wouldn't consider anything else. So I was happy that they didn't decide to come after me. It wouldn't have kept me up at night or anything anyway. But everybody was cool for the most part. Did they come at you? Did you pick Jake? I'm wondering if you're asking because maybe people were coming at you. I don't know, but people were very cool on my channel, but they were just like, we hate Jake so much. I did have a lot of my own viewers that are usually very loyal, and they would actually leave me comments saying, hey, Grandmaster, normally I watch everything and I like everything, but I can't watch this. I'm out. And I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like that's weird to me. But thank you for being here, Icy Mike. Thank you for asking. I hope that you had a good experience as well. Hoplite 73. Thank you so much for the contribution. What time is it over there, Hoplite? I need to get off this screen. Marilena's gonna walk in and be like, she's not gonna understand. So Elias, facts. Jake Paul is hungry. I'm not a fan, but I don't see Ben striking getting anything done. Yeah, thank you for that, Saul. Look, I know that I made the point on my prediction video about Jake Paul's wrestling. That because look, people are just like hinging on it too much. Ben Askren's conditioning, Ben Askren's stamina, Jake Paul doesn't have it. Okay, look, I was talking about the fact that Jake Paul grew up wrestling and he wrestled a lot, but then people immediately are like, oh, but it's not the same because Olympics and high school. And it's like, I get it. I'm not saying it's the same, but you fools are acting like he can't even run half a lap or something. Like you're taking like this one little thing and just blowing it up and just completely discrediting him at it. When you get to that point where you're discrediting him, I don't know how to say the word, but you know what I'm saying? That blatantly, it's like, oh, you discredit yourself, homie, because you're not willing to be objective and have a conversation. You're just so blinded by your hatred. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. Join the YouTube membership. Hey, that sounds like a show. Do you guys like your own YouTube channel? That sounds all professional. Thank you. Thank you. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. Oh my gosh, I gotta get off this tab again. Oh my goodness. I keep trying to come back to see if the fights are starting, but like they're playing. They're doing like a whole medley. I know this is what you're here for. I know you're not here just to listen to me read donations and stuff, but like I always tell you, I'm not gonna burn anybody. I want to make sure that I shout them out. Oh look at I'm missing comments from Icy Mike. Click like on this video if you think Jesse should be commentating this fight on paper. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, everybody, listen to Icy Mike. If you think that I should be commentating on this pay-per-view, please go ahead and like this video. Hey, I'll do half of that right there. I'm not gonna go and like try to act like I'm anything great. But when I don't know if anybody's watching the events on Triller. Man, they need to get some new commentators or something because the commentary is like the most awkward thing I've ever heard in my life. Like you could tell like maybe these fools that seem like they never met each other or like they'd rather be watching the UFC event or something. It's just so awkward. And like Mario Lopez is like trying to talk in Spanish and he sounds like his Spanish is like worse than Tony Ferguson's and it's just like, and then all of a sudden they had Pete Davidson come out like he was trying to break the ice and be funny and everyone's like, oh, Pete Davidson's here. I think they thought he was going to start cracking jokes or something, but it's a mess. It's awkward. And then like Snoop Dogg's trying to improv and it's just weird. So like, yeah, Triller, if you want, hit me up. Grandmaster Jesse should be comment. Hey, I would like to. Every once in a while, people will like encourage me and they'll be like, hey, why don't you try to get like a UFC press pass or something? I don't know. It might be just worth the experience. That's not something that I was ever interested in doing. That was never the path that I wanted to take. But you know, it might be worth trying. Just getting in one of those buildings and just letting some of those people know. Maybe someone comes face to face with Conor, lets them know what's up. Puts them in check a little bit. Maybe that will change the game. I don't know. Because I feel like people go in there and they just cater to them and they enable them and they just, you know, stay with the narrative. I feel like I should go in there and blow stuff up, you know? Go in there like Sinead O'Connor right there in front of Dana White. Steve Miller. Hey, man, love the content. Never fails to make me laugh. Let's hope Askren wins. Thank you so much, Steve Miller. Yeah, look, I can't say it more clearly. I want Ben Askren to win. I'm gonna celebrate if he wins. I'm gonna be happy, and I'm gonna have to post a feet pic. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna have to do it. That's my bet because I did a one from years ago because a bunch of cochinos keep DMing me for feet stuff, and I posted one and I was like, hey, look, if Ben Askren wins, I'm gonna reenact it. I'll do it. And those are like, do it right now, but I can't. Marilena gets mad about stuff like that. But if I do a bet, then I have to come through or I look like a softie. So I'm pulling for Ben. Thank you, Steve Miller. He's machismo produces so much testosterone. He grows it in a day. Hey, but here's the thing. Hey, I wish I could get on your level. I see, Mike. Here's the thing with me. If I shave, like I go shave right now, and then like I wake up in the morning and it's back like this, but then it never grows further. It stays right here. So I can't grow it out. I could grow it quick, but that's it. It doesn't. I can't get that Fu Manchu going. I wish. I remember when I was a little kid, I always thought that I was going to be rocking it like that, you know? But that's the best I could do right here. Zach Hughes, I hope my wife doesn't walk in and see this boxing stream. I know, look it. I don't even know who this is, to be honest with you. At first, I thought I saw Doja Cat. I don't recognize who this is. But I mean, I've been seeing her longer on the screen than any of the fights that I saw. So I'm not really sure what I'm up against right here. Thank you, Zach. Truth Prepping. Thank you for joining the YouTube membership. Yes, I want to remind everybody, I want to keep reminding everybody, if you join the Patreon or my YouTube membership, there's extra videos that you can see behind the scenes in this character that I developed called Vincent. Because sometimes people, they just get like intimidated and whatnot by me, coming in here like this talking about MMA. So I tried to develop like this softer character more for the mainstream and the masses. So if you click on those tabs, you can see me talking about behind the scenes stuff, and then you can have access to the Discord. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the Discord link in there. Thank you, Truth Prepping. John Mendoza, play some piano. Elton Juan, it's broken. I don't know if you guys know anything about piano. It's a little too far anyway. You probably can't tell. So I didn't even know this till I moved this piano into this room. These wires up here, the strings are connected to the hammers. The hammers are connected to the keys. Well, when I got this piano into the room, I had to flip it on its side and put it through the door, and like every single one of the hammers busted off the keys, and now it won't play. Maybe like 3 of them work, and they're not even in tune. So it's very sad because I used to. I'm not a good piano player, but I still played it all the time, and I was heartbroken. Machismo equals thick, hard to shave facial hair, and yeah. A while back, I don't know if you guys saw, I let it go like as much as it will possibly go. And when I tried to shave it, it was like yanking off me. It hurt. It hurt bad. Especially like when you get around the lips. Oh, man. Tim, GM, what it do, bro? I'm just chilling. I know a lot of people are tripping lately because I've been coming out with the podcast and stuff like that. But I've been enjoying myself. The breakdowns are hard. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I make it look easy, all right? That's my fault. That's on me. Sometimes people ask me, how long does it take to make one of those? And I tell them, and they say, it takes that long? How come? I wish I was faster, fool. I don't know what to tell you. But it's hard. So lately, I've been enjoying myself. And I've been doing podcasts because people ask for it. I figure enough people ask, I'll try it. And you know what? Those of you that have been complaining, sorry, enough people have been enjoying it. So blame them. But I've been doing podcasts. I like it. People who obviously aren't listening to the podcast, where I have already addressed this multiple times, are asking me, are you ever going to do a breakdown again? Yes, I am. I don't do them every day, maybe not even every week, but I will do them again. But Tim, I didn't mean to. That wasn't for you, Tim. I apologize, Tim. Thank you so much for the support. I just went on a rant. Hey, I came stacked today. You know I'm ready. Chris Panos. I didn't even see that. Look, I was already talking about that. See, look, if you're tripping and you don't like the podcast and you're like, shut up already. Tell some jokes. Tell us some jokes, funny man. If that's you, then blame Chris Panos. Blame Chris Panos for encouraging me and supporting me to keep doing what I'm doing, all right? I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to put it on you. But you know what I'm trying to do, you see? Thank you, Chris Panos. Been loving the Below the Beanie podcast. Keep them coming, homie. Thank you, Chris. Woo! 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 Just a guy. Much love, Grandmaster. Hey, you're not just a guy to me. Much more than that. Thank you for supporting me. Let me see what's on UFC real quick. What are they talking about? Oh, Peña and Munoz. It looks like Peña and Munoz is the first fight of the main card. Oh, snap. Tracy's going to come up right now. I thought she was on the I thought I already missed that one. I forgot. I locked my door. Look, I'm going back and forth from Doja Cat to Tracy Cortez. All of a sudden, Marilena comes in. The problem is, like, she's going to stop paying the Wi-Fi. Just watch. She's going to be like, this isn't why I gave you the Wi-Fi. She's going to change the code on me. Chuck Fury says, do you think someone with no arms and one gonad could win if they had that no God, no power? I'm just trying to keep it, I don't want anybody asking any questions. I get emails every day telling me of how my channel is streamed to children all over the world, and I'm just trying to stay on that same place. I'm trying to stay on that Disney level so I could get that Jake Paul money. I see what you're doing now, Chuck Fury. I see what you're doing. I think you're having some fun with that last comment that I read. I do not, Chuck Fury. I think they would be at even more of a disadvantage. I think they will be even more at a disadvantage. That sounds like something that will end up on Triller, though. That sounds like something I would see on Triller. Oh, look at Jake Paul and Pete Davidson. That was the most forced laugh I've ever seen in my life. So Pete Davidson is interviewing Jake Paul right now. And they just cut out the audio. They actually made it go dead because they didn't want us to hear that. Okay, so obviously, Jake Paul is not in a good mood right now, and he's not having a good time talking to Pete Davidson. Are you guys watching this? Like, Jake obviously doesn't feel like being interviewed right now, and he's like taking all this like way too serious right now. It's awkward. The Mike Penguin podcast. Ironically, the people who hate YouTube comments use Twitter. Mike Penguin podcast. Me and Mike Penguin had the same birthday. I just don't want to let anybody forget about that. Oh man, it skipped on me again. Hold on, let me go to the. Man, this is awkward. I hope they interview Ben Askren too, because Ben Askren will be having like way more fun. He'll be like way friendly and stuff. This is very, very awkward right here. How come? So now Pete Davidson just admitted. Wow. So right now Pete Davidson just admitted that he bet against Jake Paul when he fought Nate Robinson, and Jake Paul made a joke that, did you have to move back in with your mom? He got all hurt. All right, Grumpy Hog Gutierrez says bye-bye. Oh, yeah, you gotta go? All right. Thank you for being here. Man. It's not even just Jake Paul. It's the fools that are right there with them that are like, they even have like less of a sense of humor than Jake Paul. That was painful. That was so awkward. Ben ducks his head a lot when he strikes. I'm calling it. Jake Paul rocks Ben with the uppercut that ends the fight shortly after. That's from Saul Elias. Hey, don't get mad at me. That's it. That's Saul. But I already picked Jake anyway, so I'm right there with you, Saul. Grumpy Hog Gutierrez says, holla at your boy. Good shizzle. Bye, son. Hey, I appreciate you, Grumpy Hog. Grumpy Hawk in the house. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the cause. Trevor Lamb says, I'm sorry, dumb thing. Number one. Thank you, Trevor Lamb. I let the chat skip on me, and now I have to look through this weird window, and it's like all tiny. I promise I'm going to catch up. I'm going to stop letting it get ahead of me because I don't want to slow down the stream. Grumpy Hog Gutierrez, below the beanie rapping. Thank you. I have a lot of fun doing that. I've been saying it. I want to keep doing it. So thank you for supporting it. It helps make more sense for me to keep at it when people actually like it. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. Keep it the hard work, Grandmaster. Thank you. Hey, you keep keeping it real, Sean Rosas. We keep doing our things out here. Kaimon, you need an electric razor, way easier on your face. Hey, look it. Here's the thing, Kaimon. Here's my problem with shaving. That's what I was talking about earlier, why I hate shaving. It's because I'm such a perfectionist and I'm so thorough. I got to get the cleanest shave. It's got to be like the smooth, like it's got to be like smoother than my pickle jar, like smooth. If I feel anything, I keep going. I keep going till it's like raw. And then I had an electric shaver back in the day, and I would use it, and you could always still feel a little bit. You don't get that close shave. So even when I would use the electric shaver, I still have to go in after that with the razor. And it was like, I'm like double shaving now. I was trying to make it easier, and now I'm double shaving. It's like, what am I doing? Is there like crazy, like expensive ones that give you the close shave? Come on. I don't think I give you the air horn either. Deep Blue, J Pop by TKO or Chata or Jamaica. Jamaica. But all day I'm choosing Pepsi if it's available. Derek Brown. All right, I think I'm finally caught up. Let me see where I'm at. Hey, Derek Brown, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Didn't even have anything to say, man. A few words. Thank you for the contribution. All right, I'm almost caught up. I'm right there. I'm almost right there. Dead Dan or D-Dan. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Says bunch of cochinos asking for feed pigs. Hey, I know. They've been asking for the longest, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give them something. I'm gonna give them a little taste. And if Ben Askren wins, and I was wrong, I'm about to eat my words. And then I'll just come through. Juice Box in the house. Thank you, Juice Box. Always good to see you here. And then we got Dylan Heron. Been going through some things. Happy to watch this, though. Get me out of being down. Hey, Dylan. I feel you. I had some, hey, believe it or not, hey, it's weird, man. It's weird. Like, I have to just hope that people don't watch the entire podcast. Because, like, my last one, I was, like, talking about how I was, like, not feeling so great and, like, dealing with some stuff, like, internally. And, hey, maybe you watched it and you're like, bro, don't even, like, your stuff's probably way more difficult. I don't know what you're going through, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes people are going, like, everyone's always going through their own stuff. So then when you hear someone talking about their stuff, you're like, oh, you think you're going through something. So I'm just saying, like, I feel you, Dylan. And to hear you saying that, it makes me feel good that I could do something, even just a little bit, even just for a few moments. I'm honored. Yeah, you know, I'll be feeling down, and then I'll get on and, like, watch The Office, or I'll watch The Three Stooges or something like that, and that makes me feel good. So if I could do just a little bit of that for you, it makes me proud, and I'm honored. So Dylan, I hope you get through it. I hope you start feeling better. I was talking about a few days ago how I was, like, feeling awful myself and just not wanting to do anything. I didn't even want to get out of bed. I was just like, oh, and then people are like, shut up already, go make a breakdown. I'm like, it's like that? Man, don't even come over here anymore. Like, people are weird, man. But it's my honor, Dylan. I'll keep being here for you, and I hope you get through this. I hope you start to feel a little bit better. Well, I hope you feel a lot better. Thank you, Dylan. I feel like I bought a concert, and in between there might be some fights. And I feel like every single time there's a Triller event, everyone in the comments is just clowning on it, saying how cringy it is and how the musical acts are, like, funny. I wonder, is there anyone that actually enjoys it and, like, takes it for real? Please let me know if you're here and you're like, no, this is it right here. This is my jam. Let me know, because I want to know, like, is it just me? Am I just biased or something? And I know, like, we got legends on here, like what we're listening to right here. Like, I know this is, like, stuff that you'll, like, bump in the car and whatnot. But something about when you have it, like, on an event like this and there's, like, nobody there, it's just, like, weird. It's, like, a little bit awkward. The Sad Addict, check your email. Got another gadget to send. Rough week. Oh, wait a minute. I was like, sad addict. First of all, sad addict, I actually replied to you. I replied to you earlier today. So I did respond to your email. I go in every once in a while. I have so much spam in my email. But then like it's so overwhelming to try to go in there and delete all of it because there's too much of it. And I don't want to mass delete it because then I'm going to delete something I don't want to delete. So my email is a mess. And today I went back to like, I was going to say it was before April. I went back to March and barely got to like up to like a little bit after my birthday. And then, so I still have some that I always get stuff from Triller. Triller spams hard because of that Mike Tyson fight I bought a while back. I'm always getting, well, I don't want to tell you what I'm getting spam from. I get a lot of spam. But I did respond to you, sad addict, today. And then I was all sad and I was like, oh, you got laid off? And I was thinking like, what's a timestamp factory? Like, did he mention that before? And then I realized what you were talking about. I thought you worked for like the post office or something. I was like, I didn't know he sold stamps. Hey, it's not like that, sad addict. It's not like that. I'm just hoping that maybe like I don't want to pressure you. I don't want to pressure you because I'm tempted to talk about how, like I already said before, how your timestamps are very different than mine, and how I don't want to at all like hinder what you feel led to do. But at the same time, maybe it takes some of the weight off. Maybe you were kind of already like, man, this is too much already. I don't know. However you want to feel about it. I don't. I don't want to make things difficult, but I appreciate you and everything you do, sad addict. Hey, the good thing about that though is that you can hit up that unemployment. If you would have quit, it would have been a different story. But now you can hit up that unemployment. See, look at this. This is pathetic right here. This is pathetic right here. Ice Cube is walking out. This is pathetic right here. This is like when you see like Led Zeppelin doing like a lingerie commercial, or like the Rolling Stones doing like a commercial for Ford, and it's like, oh, you're not supposed to do that. Why did you do that? Ice Cube is on here singing "Today Was a Good Day," and like the moment I saw him walking out, like like if it was a big old life thing, people would have been losing their minds and going wild. But it's just like dead silence because there's nobody in there except Pete Davidson and Mario Lopez. And it's just like awkward and quiet. And it's just like, this is so weird. This is the new world right here. This is so weird. I don't like this. You must be getting paid big money. Sad addict, you got me. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas, we all go through stressful situations regardless. When situations are hard, we all need to help each other rise up through the darkness. Hey, I definitely, true words. I agree. Every once in a while when I get like it's not common, but every once in a while when I get like a really hateful comment on here, or like something of someone being like really non-understanding and stuff, it's like, man, what happened to this person? Like, who didn't love them, or like who hurt them? You know, it's just like I can't even imagine myself going on someone else's channel and saying things like that. So then when you see somebody like getting real and talking about going through something, and you actually see someone say something hateful, it's like, man, what is their everyday life? It must be awful. Like every time I'm out in the world and I encounter someone that's like really negative and really hateful and really like confrontational and aggressive, there's that first moment where I'm like, whoa, ho, ho, ho. But then right after that, it's like my life's way better than theirs because I'm going through my life smiling and being kind to people. You know, they can't even stand in line next to me without trying to start something with somebody. They must have a bad life. I feel sorry for them. You know, so that's the perspective. I don't know if that sounds positive or negative, but that's the perspective I've tried to take on lately. Like if this fool's acting like this, man, he must have a bad life. I feel sorry for him. Go ahead, fool. Go on with your day. It's your turn. That's probably all you have. Chris George. I got 5 on it. Big dog, keep up the hard work. Thank you, Chris George. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for helping me keep doing this. My Penguin podcast, AJM. I don't know what you believe, but I'm praying for you. Everybody's going through something. Keep doing the podcast, Green Tea Break. Hey, Mike Penguin, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I receive it, my Penguin podcast. No, I ask people that sometimes. I think I said that on here before. I said, like, I don't know what you feel. I don't know what you believe in. I don't know if you're praying men and women. But, you know, I don't remember what I brought up one time or asked for, but I appreciate that very much, man, my Penguin. Definitely. I received that myself, and on behalf of everybody else, you know, we should always be able to embrace and be receptive to positivity and these kinds of blessings. You know, I appreciate you, my Penguin podcast. And I need to be more. I need to be more on top of that, because sometimes, you know, I let these things get the best of me. Sometimes I let my nature get the best of me, and I gotta that thing, you know, and keep fighting it. But I appreciate that, my Penguin podcast. I don't want to be a bad representative, you know. Sometimes I'm on here and I feel like I should be doing better than that, and I don't want to put that out there. I need to be more on top of things, and I need to be more aware of the many blessings in my life, you know. Jared 1701, donate to the Sad Addict timestamp workers relief refund. And we gotta start a Patreon for the Sad Addict. Dylan Heron, respect. For real, thank you, means a lot. All day, Dylan, all day. All day. I try, and I know most of you don't ask for that, you know. People are very cool on here. But I always try my best to, like, when I get on here, keep my own stuff out of it, you know? Especially if it's a breakdown, just get in there, do my thing. Like, you know, when I was, like, I don't want to watch a movie with, like, I don't even watch movies anymore. I was going to bring up, like, Will Ferrell, but it's like, when was the last time that fool did a movie that I liked? Like, I'm thinking about, like one of my favorite actors was always, like, Adam Sandler. I always liked his movies. And then I think, like, when I watch an Adam Sandler movie, do I want to see him come on the screen and start talking about his problems? It's like, nah, I want to watch the movie. If he had a podcast, then I would be like, hey, tell me about your problems all day, fool. Get real. This is the podcast. That's why I'm here. But I try my best when I get on here to just do the good stuff, give you the UFC news, the MMA news, try to be entertaining, and just be what I can for you, Dylan and everybody. But then I don't know if you've seen any of the podcasts. Then I just try to get real on there and, like, hey, we're all people, you know. We all go through stuff, but all day it might come out in different formats, whether I'm doing a breakdown or a podcast or a live stream. But you know, I always care about the stuff, and it always makes me feel good to feel like I'm doing something that's enjoyed in any capacity. LTD 9392, do the Wonder Boy falsetto. Did I do that before? I don't know if I got that today. Let me see. Hey, you know who got me like all self-conscious about it? Sensei said, because I heard him do it one time and I was like, man, I can't compete with that. Wonder Boy, what is the secret of your power? I can't do it. I can't do it today. Wait, I heard that Diet Pepsi is bad for your vocals, but that pickle juice is different. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. I've been a follower of yours for over a year, Grandmaster. Now I can finally afford to support you. Pocos pero locos, homie. And that makes me feel good. Because I was pretty sure, and forgive me if I'm wrong, I was pretty sure when I saw your name on here right now, that I don't remember seeing it before. So I was like, oh, maybe he's new here. So that's really amazing to see that you've been here for over a year. That's really good to hear. I'm glad that you've been here. You've been seeing a lot of it. You've been here for like the experience, you know. It makes me feel good to know, because that's what I did with some channels I liked a while back too. For me, it goes like this because I'm living that YouTube life. But I start to get in places that are better than others. And it's like, you know what? I know how it feels now. Like when I used to work at Pizza Hut, I started to appreciate how good it felt because I was a delivery driver. I started to appreciate like the concept of tipping. Because I remember before I worked at Pizza Hut, I was always like, why am I going to tip fools? They already get paid. Like I was a kid, I don't know. I was working at Pizza Hut when I was 18. So before that, I was a kid. And then just like how appreciative I would be when people would tip me, like how happy it would make me, I was like, you know what? I want to do that for other people. I want to make them feel that. So like, it feels good when you're in a place where you can finally do that for other people. And I try to do that for some of my favorite channels as I'm able to, because I know that it makes you feel like people enjoy what you're doing. So I'm glad that you're able to experience that right now. That like you being able to help me, like you said, tells me that you're doing good in your own life, and that makes me very happy. Because like people that are here, especially people that are telling me that they've been watching for a whole year, it's like this is a community. It's not like just me and then you're all right there watching. It's a whole community. Obviously, I mean, look at this whole section. Everybody's contributing to this stream, not just me. People are cracking jokes, people are talking, sharing stories. So it makes me feel really good to know that people are thriving out there. So thank you very much. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. Man, this music is going and going and going. Is Jake Paul scared or what? Yes, please everybody listen to Zach Hughes and like this video. Sensei said in the house. If I had one wish, he says, if I had 3 wishes, I'd use all 3. Asking to be GM Jesse. Don't do it, Sensei said. Don't do it. Just in case one wasn't enough. Hey, Sensei said, hey, you don't have to get 3 wishes. Me, you could just Freaky Friday real quick. We could just you could be me all day. If you could be me all week if you want. I'm not even tripping. Like when I'm in the moment and I'm living life like right here. I can find moments of happiness, I can find moments of happiness like right now. But things could get a little bit tricky in between, Like right now. I forgot to bring a napkin. What is this? Oh, this will work. Sensei said, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm honored. Were you here earlier when I see Mike was here? Scott Vermillion. Every time, Scott, look, I don't know if you like this. Every time I see you on here, I think of Slipknot. I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me. To me, your Below the Beanie podcasts are just like these, which are awesome. Aside from when you apologize for the... Hey, Scott, I apologize for that. I made my amends. I apologize. But I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me. It's not tuned. I don't even know how to tune a mandolin. That's my Mandalorian. I won't let this build up inside of me. But that's not what you're here for. Thank you, Scott Vermillion. Did I say Vermillion? Thank you, Scott Vermillion. James 76. These musical acts are so old they sponsored by AARP. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about how so many of the acts are like really old. Well, like I don't want to disrespect any people in here that are of age, But considering the event, it's like what's going on right now. I'm waiting for like the Eagles to come out, minus the. Bill Gates is evil says I work at McDonald's and it makes my day when the old guy gives me 10 every time coming through the. Oh, that's crazy. That's amazing. I remember when I used to work at Jack in the Box. Like, look, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back or anything, but I remember when I was working at Jack in the Box, it was like a time in my life I had a lot of things going on, and I was like crazy appreciative of that job. And I was always in there smiling like cheesers all day, and everybody was in there hating their lives and not wanting to be there, and they were like regretting it. And I was like in there with a good attitude. I felt like I just wanted to work. And every once in a while, people would do that. They'd be like, "Hey, I know we're not supposed to do this, and you guys don't like get tips and stuff." But it feels good. I know what you're saying. They must really like you. It feels good when that happens, because I remember like I think there's even like a policy. Because I think one of my coworkers saw one time someone give me one, and they were like, "Hey, you're not supposed to take that." And I was like, this is why they don't tip you. This is exactly why they don't tip you when they tip me, because of your attitude. It's because your attitude, Jerry. But that's cool. That's nice. I'm happy for you, Bill Gates is evil. I'm glad that he does that. Glad to hear you're a hard worker. Hey, I've always wanted to ask somebody this. I've always wanted to ask somebody, but I've only known one. I was going to say I've never personally known someone that works at McDonald's to ask them. I only knew one, but I had a weird relationship with that person, so I didn't want to ask. I've always wanted to ask someone at McDonald's that works at McDonald's this question, because I've experienced, there's got to be people in the chat section that can relate to this. Every single time I go to McDonald's, every time I go through the drive-thru, my food's cold. It's cold. And I remember when I used to work at Jack in the Box, the drive time, the window, they keep it moving. They got to keep it moving. That's why they park you and stuff, because their time. Their managers look at it, and they want to make it look like people are going through the window quick. So I remember they would always prioritize the drive-thru, and then like if fries were sitting there for like minutes and minutes and minutes, that's what they grab, and they just give you that. They just want you out of there quick. But every time I go inside, every time I get out of the car and go into McDonald's, the food's fresh. But even though I experienced that in a way at Jack in the Box, it's not the same, because it's still hit and miss. I go to Jack in the Box all the time and I get fresh food. Sometimes I go in and I get cold food, but it never fails. If I go through the drive-thru at McDonald's, my food is cold. If I go inside, it's hot. I call it hot McDonald's. I say, hey, let's get out today. I want hot McDonald's, because like it's actually gonna be fresh. That's like a thing. That's my reality. It's pathetic. Do they do that, Bill Gates is evil? Do they actually, like, is it a thing? Like, is it a policy? Like, hey, drive-thru food, that's a cold food. Give them the cold food. And then if they go in, it's hot. I need to know if that's like, it keeps me up at night. I eat a lot of McDonald's. And I've been wondering this for like 7 years. Serio. And I'm so happy that somebody that actually works at McDonald's may be able to give me an answer. Oh, snap, Ric Flair. They got Ric Flair. Are you guys watching this? Ric Flair is at the event. He's talking to Pete Davidson. Oh, they went all out. I wonder how much money Jake Paul spent on this event. Alexis Gonzalez. Charlie, I feel that I used to be a server before. Oh, I feel that I used to be a server before I jumped into doing construction, and getting tipped was the best feeling ever. Knowing, yeah. When you work really hard, you get paid $2.50. Oh, $2.15. Oh, hey, I didn't. That's right. If you guys have been riding with this channel for a long time, you know that like several months ago, I was a dishwasher at a restaurant, and I remember I'd have like conversations sometimes with the servers or waiters or whatever. It depends on where you. I don't know exactly what to call them. I think I might have just said something very offensive. I don't know. Man, this whole event is so awkward. What are they doing? Are they like doing a drink off? This is the weirdest thing. And then they were telling me sometimes that they don't actually get paid, like they weren't getting paid like me, and I was getting paid minimum wage to wash dishes. And they were like, yeah, we don't even get that. And then they were telling me how like it was so important to them because like, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. I always thought like, because like when I was a delivery driver, I got paid minimum wage. And then on top of that, I got tips. But not even getting paid minimum wage? Man, that's a whole different level of appreciation right there. Man, that's crazy. I want to say I feel that, but I have to imagine a little bit because you had it harder than I did. Oh, they're doing a slapping contest. I thought they were drinking because I saw a bottle right there. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas, Grandmaster. As soon as I saw your flipping and kicking Primo Flaco around, I was hooked. One big family. Yeah, I miss it. I miss doing videos with Flaco. I miss it. Oh, he moved. He moved big time. He flinched. Oh, dang, Ric Flair. I thought he was going to step in. That fool flinched hard. That was like a penalty. They need to let him slap again. They better let him do it again, or this is dirty. Oh, that's dirty. They didn't give him another shot. That was stupid. Yeah, I miss it. I want to do videos with him again. He is not. He got an Instagram. I don't know if you guys saw it. He has an Instagram now. Flaco Loves You. At Flaco Loves You. So you could go follow him on there. Keep in touch right there. But at some point, he's gonna be back in the area. We're gonna be doing stuff together again. Hopefully, he has good behavior and he gets out of there quicker than later. But it will happen again. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. Tim, thank you for joining the YouTube membership. Tim, thank you so much, Tim. James Bartholomew, please contact Triller and become Snoop's replacement. P.S. Your hot takes and contrarian and contrarian view. Hey, I appreciate that though. I see what you're saying. I like it. Your hot takes and contrarian viewpoints are genius. Respect. Hey, someone literally just commented. Oh my gosh, you guys are too kind. I like it. Thank you, James Bartholomew. Thank you. Those are very kind words. Hey, obviously they're paying a lot of money for this event. I mean, they got Snoop Dogg. They got, I mean, as terrible as he might be, you know, he charges top dollar. They got Ice. Wait, is it Ice Cube? Yeah. They got Ric Flair. They got Birdman. They got Doja Cat. Like, I'm pretty sure they could afford me. I'm not that expensive. I've learned lately that I'm not that expensive. Jawad Kazmi, hey, my doppelganger. GM having a John Jones party. Going and watching. Hey, take care of yourself. Oh, wait, you're saying me? Or are you saying you? Yeah, I'm just over here. I'm having a little piccolo party. Oh, no. I got pickle juice on my mouse. Oh, that's going to stink now. Woo! Take care of yourself, Jawad. Be safe out there. Keeping it. Oh, it skipped on me. Man, I hate when this happens. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. Just joined the membership. I don't have to start an OnlyFans. Because of people like Sean Rosas and Jawad Kazmi and Alexis Gonzalez and William Wing. What are your favorite martial arts movies? I know I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Everybody always talks about Bloodsport. Everybody. That's the film that got me into martial arts. That's the film that got me into Taekwondo, Muay Thai, karate. That's the fight that made me want to be in martial arts. Hey, I gotta tell you, I think kickboxer's better. Maybe it's not a popular opinion. I could watch Kickboxer every day. I love Kickboxer. Kickboxer might be my favorite, if not one of my absolute favorites. I also like Return of the Dragon. I know most people think that Enter the Dragon is Bruce Lee's best film. I think it's Return of the Dragon. I love that movie. And look at people like to clown, and you can clown all you want, all right? But you can't play with Steven Seagal's first 5 movies. Let me name them for you right now because I don't want to miss them. Last time I was naming them to somebody, and I couldn't remember one of them. I got to tell you, I know we like to clown on him and stuff, and I know he makes it easy. But you can't play with the first 5 movies. The first 5. Look at. Why would they make it so complicated to just give them to me in order? Come on. This is stupid. All right, here we go. Above the Law, Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, Out for Justice, Under Siege. And I'm even willing to throw in On Deadly Ground as a little freebie. You can't beat those. You can't beat them. So that's my answer. I know it's not popular. I know people don't like to admit it. Everybody puts their hand down. People are like, oh, no. We're supposed to make fun of Steven Seagal. He's a meme. We're supposed to make fun of him. Hey, you can't play with those ones. You can't. Hey, if you want to make fun of The Patriot, if you want to make fun of Black Dawn, Urban Justice, A Dangerous Man, Force of Execution, Code of Honor, hey, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll write some jokes for you. You want to... Are you kidding me, Steven Seagal? He made one called Beyond the Law. Okay. But you can't play with the first 5 movies and 6. Like I said, I'll throw that one in there. But, man, legendary stuff right there. Legendary stuff. That was like on my... I was looping that as a young man. Karma the Schemer. Petition for Seth. Mike Wonderboy to film Mexican martial arts skit with the Grandmaster. Oh, well. Yeah, those guys are like... I don't know if they all like live on the same block or what, but yeah, they're always collabing. They're always collabing. I don't know if like... I talked to a couple people over the years when we're talking about doing stuff together. And it was one of those things like, yeah, if I ever go that way or if you ever come this way. And it's like, I don't know, it's hard. But that would be crazy. That would be crazy. I hardly go anywhere, though. I almost got my license suspended because I couldn't even make it to the DMV. But that would be crazy. That would be really cool. Hard to Hurt. Whoa, look at that. Big spender. I see Mike says Sensei Seth is a poor person. He's calling out Sensei Seth. Oh, I see Mike coming through. Hey, I see Mike. That's cold. That's cold. I see Mike. I like it. Calling out Sensei Seth on live stream. Thank you very much, Icy Mike. You know how hard it is. You know how hard it is out here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that very much. Exposing Sensei Seth. Nacho Sancho 36. GM, I've been watching you since you broke down all of Khabib's The Ghost Fights. This is my first donation ever to anyone. Brought to you by the stimulus check. I appreciate that. Okay. For those of you that don't know, I did a 3-part, I guess you could say technically 4-part, because Khabib versus Dustin Poirier was technically part 4. But I did a series of Khabib Nurmagomedov. And I broke down every single one of his fights ever. Even the ones that people like to say don't count because it was only like 1.5 rounds. And they were like 39 seconds each round. And like it was against fools that just got out of prison. And they were like on work release. And they made them fight Khabib. Like whatever. Everyone always likes to discredit Khabib. I get it. But if you want to see it, I did a series where I just break down all of Khabib's fights. I broke down all of his top finishes because technically every one of his fights was a finish. And if you don't understand the logic of that, you got to watch them because I explain it. Thank you, Nacho Sancho. It really feels good to know people actually watched that because not many people did. Rod Lima says, dang, Hard to Hurt. Hard to Hurt came out swingy. Donnie Dingo says, sup, fool? Just dropping in to say hi. Hey, you're not just dropping in to say hi. You're supporting big. I appreciate that. You're supporting big. People came through like insane last month, and it was overwhelming. It was overwhelming. So this month I was like, all right, I can't count on that. I need to get back to work. And then that's when I blow it and just start doing podcasts. But Donnie Dingo, you, all these other people today are you're enabling me, and I appreciate it. You're enabling me, and you're allowing me to keep doing this and podcasting. And to be honest, I hope something crazy happens tonight, because I want to be able to do a breakdown of this. I want to get back into the game. I want to fall back in love with the breakdowns, because I know that's what a lot of you are here for. I know that you're kind and you're supportive and that you're supporting the podcast anyway. But I know that that's not the only reason you're here. You know, I go to McDonald's because I like the French fries, you know, and I like the Big Macs, and I like the double quarter pounders. But you know what I get a lot of the time as well? I get those McChickens. I don't know what it is. I know they're cheap. I know they're basic, but I like them. I have cheap taste buds. I heard somebody saying it the other day. I think it was Trisha Paytas. She was on Tiger Valley, and she was talking about how she has, how did she word it? She was talking about how she has, like, cheap taste buds, like low-budget taste buds, and that's how I am. You try to give me a $200 steak. You try to give me some amazing pasta from this Italian restaurant. I don't want it. I want a cheeseburger and I want fries. I got one of those I got that taste bud as well. I don't know how to say that. But every once in a while I get a McChicken, but that's not why I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So if all of a sudden McDonald's if they stop selling French fries and Big Macs, I don't know if I don't know if I can honestly say I would still show up just for the McChickens. And I hope, you know, I hope you realize how unbelievable this metaphor is. It's a striking metaphor. It's very relevant to my particular life. I know there's a lot of foodies in here like me because we've talked about it. But I just want to appreciate the people that have continued to be here and support me, even though I may not be doing currently the thing that got you in the door in the first place. You know, you're not seeing Flaco a lot these days. I haven't been doing a bunch of breakdowns these days, but you're still here, and it means a lot to me. Ben Staples, thanks for all the entertainment. Sorry if you've explained this before, but what is your MMA background? Any amateur or pro fights? Just training. Let me give you the most condensed answer that I can for that, Ben Staples. What I did back in the day was I participated in extensive training in any of the martial arts that I could get my hands on. I'm talking about karate. I'm talking about judo, kempo, boxing, wrestling. I learned all of these things so that I could expose them. You know, I went into these, I dojo stormed these places undercover. You know, I put the gi on. You know, I participated in the promotions, but it was only so that I could stand. It was only so that I could sit before you today in this office chair and let you know exactly what is wrong with those systems. See, I have to admit today that I had an agenda, and I had intentions that might have been displeasing to my instructors. I like to call them enablers. But I have extension. I mean, you name it. I studied it. I studied it. Whether it was in the dojo or, watching the Gracie breakdown. Whatever it might have been. I was learning and I was exposing. And now I could give you Mexican Taekwondo. Now I could give you Mexican Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Mexican American Kempo, Mexican Filipino martial arts. And I could show you those things that they were trying to show you, but in a way that's actually relevant in a situation where you're not with compliant partners and teachers who are trying to keep you healthy and make sure that you could show up next month and pay your dues. So you name it. I did it. I did it. Except Muay Thai. That's just worthless. I'm playing. I did all of it. And I'm not, people ask me this a lot about fighting, about pro fights, about amateur fights. And look, I know a lot of people, if not most people in here, are not on the same wavelength. They're not in that same mindset. There's a lot of people in here that like to fight. Personally, I don't enjoy fighting. If I'm in an alteration, it's because I want that fool dead, or because I'm trying to make sure nobody that I care about is injured. It's not for points. It's not for glory. It's not for medals. I don't play with fighting. So like, and I'm not trying to sound hard or anything. I'm just saying I'm not one of those fools that likes to hit people. I don't like fighting. I don't enjoy it. So if I'm backed into a corner and it's about preserving life and stuff like that, I'll do what I need to do. But I'm never going to be like, oh, how much you weigh? Oh, me too. Okay, let's sign some paper and then we're going to meet in this place in this time. And let's not eat a lot in the meantime. And let's just live and breathe all about this fight. And that's going to be what our whole life is based on. And then we're going to try to hurt each other, right? That sounds fun. I mean, I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. And if that's your thing, cool. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'll probably pay for it and watch your event and then make a breakdown about it. That's what I do. But yeah, amateur pro fights, that's not my thing. That's not my thing. Personally, like I said, I'll watch you and I'll make content about it and be a hypocrite, but I probably won't be the one fighting. D, you watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, bro, on Disney Plus? GSP is one of the main villains in it. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. To be honest, I don't watch anything, and I know this hasn't been the case lately because I haven't come out with a breakdown in a little bit. And look, let me tell you the truth. That's why I haven't come out with a breakdown in a little bit. Like I said, hey, it's my fault. All right, it's my fault if I made it look easy to do a 10-minute breakdown. That's on me. Okay, but it takes a lot of time. And when I was on this thing where I was doing a breakdown every single Wednesday, it was kind of destroying my life. And it's just not good if you have a family, you know. And it's like I can't even remember the last time I just sat down and watched a movie, or just sat down and watched TV and enjoyed myself, or just did something with the family. It's always like, oh, wait a minute, I gotta watch this fight. I gotta break this down. I gotta see this thing. See how they're killing each other? You see that? It's not funny, huh? I gotta make it funny. I'll be back when I'm done. And then I'm done, and it's like, it's gonna be Wednesday again. I gotta do that again. Remember? See these fools now. They're fighting. See that fool bleeding? I'm gonna try to make that funny. You see that? It's weird. Okay, go over there. I gotta work every day. And it's like, man, that's not the way to live, you know? Day in and day out. And it's like, I get in this thing where I'm trying to be consistent and the channel's growing, but then it's like, man, I hate my life. Like, what's the plus side here? You know, you get more subscribers, but it's like, man. So I can't even remember. Like, if I'm watching anything, it's something that's on YouTube real quick while I'm downloading something or editing something or waiting for something to load, or I have The Office playing in the background. That's it. I'm not watching anything else. Alexis Gonzalez. I served in Texas. I was the youngest one. Didn't hate it. But after making $36 in a day, I left. Oh, snap. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, see, I didn't know it was like that. I was fortunate enough, anytime I was working in a place where I would get tips, I was also getting paid minimum wage. So to work like that, man, that would be scary. Bill Gates is evil says, that means somebody's being lazy on the fries and cooking too much at once. You want to cook the bare minimum of fries every time so they come out hot and fresh. Wow. So then it's just like, that's crazy. That means it's just like a consistent cycle of lazy fools for like the last decade at the McDonald's that I go to. That's enraging. Wow. I need to move closer to you. Oh my gosh. Oh, it skipped on me. Man, that's annoying. Look, sometimes people donate and I get excited and I want to talk and I go on too much and then I miss stuff. So I'm going to go back because I feel like I missed somebody. Oh, man. Oh, man. When's the last one I saw? Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. Heart to hurt. You need any bare knuckle fighters? I'm 185. No BS. Jessica sponsor me. JK. No BS. I need a fight. Oh, dang. Setting up fights in the chat. Savage. Bill Gates is evil. But I can't speak for the grill team. I'm only 15. Oh, dang. You're able to work there at 15? That's cool. You got a permit. Nice. Make that money early. Make that money early. Yasir Alarcon, don't spend this on tacos, fool. I was just telling Marilena earlier that after the stream, I was probably going to go to Taco Bell and get some of the... Look, I say it on here all the time. I don't really like tacos. And I know some people are like, oh, what's up with that? But at Taco... And I don't like Taco Bell either, typically. I hate Taco Bell. But they have these things called soft potato tacos. I'll go through and I'll get like 12 of them. Those things are so good. D says, hey, man, are you watching? Oh, I already saw that one. Okay, I missed the other ones there. Michael Fernandez just gave money again. Is that the same one that gave money earlier and didn't say nothing either? Wow. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. Bruce Lee says, I've never had a Big Mac. Oh, I get it because you're Bruce Lee, huh? I get it. That still makes me sad, though. Like, to know someone didn't have a Big Mac, that makes me sad. Trailer Park Days gang. That's what's up. Sharing the Jake Paul stream in your Discord because I don't respect Trailer. Pull up and watch Doja Cat pop, lock, and drop. I can't blame you. I can't blame you. All right. Man, I hope I'm caught up. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Alexis Gonzalez. You can start at 15, but they won't let you put more than 40 hours, at least in Texas. Man, I remember when I was a teenager, I was thinking about trying to get a job here and there. And I remember you couldn't even get over like 20 something hours, I think. But I mean, that was a while ago. Now De La Hoya's on talking about fighting again. So he sounds like he's been drinking too. Are you listening to him? Little sluggish. So look, I know that I've been streaming for a while now, and I haven't been really commentating, but there's been nothing to commentate, in case you're wondering. And look it. I'll deal with Marilena later. I had to do it last time. Whatever. I got to do what I got to do. Tracy Cortez is fighting right now. And I feel like I got to commentate something. I got to come through for you guys. I know you didn't just show up to hear me read donations. All right. So I got to give you something. And I'm prepared to let Marilena know. All right. So I'm here for you. And Tracy Cortez and Justine Kish are going right now. It's the third round. It is the third round, and there's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. I don't know who's winning. Has anybody been watching the UFC up to this point? Do you guys know who's been leading? Where are we at? Yeah, you guys that are watching the stream are all saying that he's faded. Oscar's loaded. Yeah, he looks like he's been partaking in something. Ooh, hey, Kish is landing. She's landing. Hey, Tracy's just letting Kish land on the dome at will. Tracy's trying to get the takedown, so I've only been here for about a minute now. I'm assuming Kish has probably been teeing off the whole fight, and Tracy's just trying to get takedowns. It doesn't seem like anybody's watching UFC or anybody cares. To be honest, I thought a lot of people were going to be annoyed that I was like focusing on the Jake Paul event and not talking about UFC. But now that I'm here, like nobody wants to talk about UFC. So that's all right. That's all right. I'm just curious to see how it's going to end since I'm here now. Keeping it real with Sean Rosa says Coachella Valley, California. I'll fight Golden Boy. Canelo, where you at? Bare knuckle challenge. Not joking. Oh, snap. Are you here, Canelo? Canelo, are you here? Look at that fool scared. Canelo's ducky. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third round. Cortez is on top of Kish. Kish is kind of just trying to turtle up, not let her get anything. Oh, Tracy got her on her back. And now she's getting the guillotine. She goes to her back. She's trying to torque it. Oh, and now she stood up. Busts out the DDT. All right, Tracy got her against the cage now. What's up, Rooster Man? 2:10 left in the third round. Well, it definitely looks like it's going to go to the decision. All right, so it looks like Frank Mir's coming out right now. Woo! Body kick from Tracy. I don't know why he did that. It looked very soft. Jeremy Euler, the next two chicken sandwiches are on me, bro. Could you imagine old Ben Askren making your sandwich? You have all those curly Hey, your sandwich. Thank you, Jeremy Euler. Hey, thank you. With this generous contribution, I could get them from a respectable place where that should no longer be an issue. So thank you. Thank you, Jeremy Euler. And I'm going to be checking. I'm going to be triple checking anyway. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. Thank you, Jeremy Euler. Chicken sandwich sounds really good right now. Hey, Tracy got socked right now. She kind of lost her balance and had to go rest up on the cage real quick. So, I don't know. Like I said, I missed the first 2 rounds, so I don't know if this is an indicator of like how the rest of the fight's been going. A minute left. We're under a minute. Let me see what Frank Mir's doing. Oh, he's already fighting. I thought he was barely coming out right now. So Frank Mir's fighting Stephen Cunningham right now. There's already a minute 43 left in the first round. Every time I watch Tracy Cortez, I feel like I'm watching like Brian Ortega. Is it really that simple? Is it just because the cornrows? It's just they have like this they have this like aura about them, you know? It feels like they could be like brother and sister or something. Like they got that coolness about them or something. Like they're always like super laid back and like they just woke up or something. 12 seconds left. Well, nobody's going to end it. I don't even know why I'm here. It's going to go to decision. That Kish kind of looks like that. What's her name? Kayla Ferguson? Kayla something? Oh, I turned the volume off on this one. Look at look at how they just have the camera on De La Hoya. That one looks wasted. Are you guys watching this? De La Hoya, look at his face. He looks like he wants to get in the ring right now. He's like sizing them up. It's because he's drunk, fool. They're talking about how Oscar's acting weird right now. It's not called rare form. It's called intoxicated. If I can too. De La Hoya says, I will fight in a phone book if I can too. What are you trying to say, fool? He said it like 5 times already. I've always fought the very best. We believe you, fool. We believe that you believe it. Oscar De La Hoya just shouted out his son. Like it's the first time he's ever been on TV. Hey, they gotta get De La Hoya off the air. He's rambling now. He's like, oh, let me tell you about that. Mario Lopez is looking at him like, hey, fool, you're gonna expose something. Patrick M, you like Nacho Libre? Love the podcast. Thank you, Patrick. Oh. I love that movie. I love that movie very, very, very much. That to me, that's like a perfect movie. It's yeah. Every moment, it's just such a perfect movie. I really love it. Frisky Dingo says, "Where's Amanda Griffin?" She probably don't like Jake Paul. She don't like Jake Paul. Hey, I see you. I see you, Mike Alfieri. Oh snap! I forgot. Sopa Libre. I almost forgot. Hey, thank you, Deepo 85. Man, I almost missed out on a bunch of money right now. Oh, this is the best pickle juice I ever had. Ooh! Tim says Cortez came out with that Selena powerful and won the fight. Oh, she did win? Cortez won. More significant strikes, more takedowns. Kish did get a knockdown. Oh, dang. Tracy Cortez had 5:44 of control time. The other one had like nothing. So anybody that's interested in the UFC card, Abdul Razak Al Hassan versus Jacob Malcom. Okay, I don't think anybody's gonna be interested in that. You know what I think more people are interested in tonight is the freak show. You know, because we got UFC and we got a lot of people in here that are like climbing the ranks, slugging it out, trying to make a name for themselves. It is UFC. Most people here are UFC fans, but at the end of the day, it's a freak show. People like a freak show. So people are just wanting to see Jake Paul. They either want to see Jake Paul get destroyed and humiliated, or they want to see him win just because of how crazy and weird it's going to be. Oh, did I stop that? That's not a good idea. I paused my stream instead of silencing it. I think I'm dealing with some things right now because I'm going back and forth. I'm watching. I'm on two different computers right now, and I'm watching two different events. I'm mixing up my audio, and I just realized this is way louder than I wanted it to be. There we go. I don't even. Can you even still hear it? And don't tell me. Okay, tell me if you can still hear my background music. But don't tell me to turn it off because I'm not going to do it because I like it, all right? It's for me. It's for me. I always need white noise or I lose my mind. So it's for me. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I apologize. But it's for me. Mike Al says, Frank Mir, top 5 UFC MMA heavyweight of all time. He turned grown men into pretzels before his motorcycle accident. Hey, respect. Respect where respect is due. Thank you for showing up and showing love to Frank Mir, Mike. I appreciate it. And I'm sure he does as well. Armchair quarterback says whoever can stay awake the longest will win. Let's see what they have to say. Someone says much better, faintly, could barely hear it, could still hear it. It's good in the background. Okay, good. As long as you could barely hear it, that's I guess he's doing his job. I don't want it to be like overpowering. They says, can you turn off your background music? Sad Addict, answers to popular stream chat questions. What time is the fight? Google it. Where can I watch the fight? Google it. Will Grandmaster ever talk about the fight? Google it. Hey, Sad Addict, I'm gonna do something right now, Sad Addict, and I don't want to put any pressure on you. To be honest, I thought I had already done this. Forgive me. I apologize. I'm not doing this to put any pressure. I don't want to have you think you need to do anything extra. It's not like that. But because of your place and your influence in the MMA community, I feel ashamed that I haven't already done this. I just want to do this so that I can see you easier. Because like right now, I almost missed that comment, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen anymore. And you'll see what I'm talking about right now. Hopefully, you see it. But I thought I had already done that. Hey, they need to give De La Hoya some bread or something. Hey, he was chilling with Snoop Dogg before the event or something. um, being it. All right, so we're round 3 right now. Steve Cunningham versus Frank Mir. So it looks like Steve Cunningham is just sticking and moving, and Frank Mir is getting tired. He came in looking kind of heavy. I don't know if it has anything to do with the height difference or what. But you know, Frank Mir definitely looks a lot thicker than Cunningham. He's having a hard time moving around with Cunningham sticking it to him. It looks like Cunningham's kind of just treating him like a punching bag. He's going in, giving him a 1-2 and getting back out. And then now he's kind of just dancing around, making Frank Mir try to chase him and getting Frank even more tired. Yo, Grandmaster, there's no black guy for you to hate on today. No, that's not true. Steve Cunningham is black. Steve Cunningham is black. So, please do your research. Hey, that's weird. Like, that's a phenomenon. I've had a lot of people, because I say, like, Adesanya didn't beat Mero Mero. And who else did I say something that people didn't like? Because I guess because I wanted Stipe Muchacho to win. I obviously... I'm apparently racist, so that's always a weird argument. Like I don't know. I don't get that one. I think it's so weird that people go to that defense. Like, why are you so defensive about that? It's awkward. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's like I'm tempted to go into like a big dissertation of all of the black people that I've loved dearly in my life, but that is like, that's kind of weird. I'll let you be the weird one. I'm like, I like that one and I like this one. I don't think that's the way to go, Oh, I thought they were trying to set up a fight with Chuck Liddell and De La Hoya right now. Liddell's in the crowd and they were starting to like start something, but De La Hoya backed off. He's like, "Nah, I don't want none of the ice." Icy Mike says, "Yeah, defending yourself against accusations of racism is definitely racist." It doesn't make any sense. Like, every time there's a fight, if I happen to if there's a white fool and a black fool, and I say, "Oh, I happen to want this fool to win," then they're like, "Oh, you don't like the black fool." And I told them in the last stream, I was like, "Hey, some of my black friends are black. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I can't like both of them." Last time when the first Logan Paul and what's that fool's name? KSI fought. I was rooting for KSI. And you know how many comments I got saying that I hate white fools? It's like, I can't win. Sad. What is this power coursing through my veins? I have power. And you're rehired. Sad addict, you're rehired. Yeah, hard to hurt. I try to let them know, like, that's the best way I can put it. Like, I don't know what else they want from me. It's like, what more can I say? Fourth round, 1:24 left. Steve Cunningham, Frank Mir. So Frank Mir has a hold of him right now. And for a moment, I thought that maybe Cunningham was starting to get tired himself, because he was kind of playing into that tie-up. But I think he's just like, why not? I'm not saying that, like, Frank Mir is, like, I don't want to talk papas on Frank Mir, but it just seems like Steve Cunningham is in complete control of this match as a boxer. So I think he's not afraid. And if Frank Mir wants to tie it for a moment, Steve Cunningham's like, all right, I'll take a breather and then I'll get right back into it. Oscar is on more drugs than Costa. I just can't believe that you chose Stipe Muchacho over Francis Ngannou. Hey, I mean, look it. The best I could do, I mean, it's an educated guess. I mean, all the things you could take into consideration, the last fight alone, it's like, how can you blame somebody? And then when Ngannou won, I wasn't surprised. And I was going on and on about how I actually really like Ngannou and how he'll be a great champion to root for because he's a very likable guy. But I mean, there was just so much to base my decision off of. I just don't think it was that crazy. You could prove you're not racist by not offering anyone a job who shows up to the interview in a jersey. Why is Mir not going for the takedown? Nick Diaz. What? For reals though, Grandmaster versus Master Wong. That guy's fascinating. I like Frank Mir, but he's not a boxer. Oscar, I heard Snoop gave you. How wild is this? How is Frank not sleeping time right now? Hey, yeah, I know. Like, what is it saying about the other dude that he hasn't been able to put Frank Mir away yet? Like, that doesn't look really good for him at his next match. Like, at this rate, Steve Cunningham is going to be fighting. At this point, he's going to be fighting Nate Richardson next. The ref is getting sick of all this tying up. He's trying to separate them. Come on. At this point, I'm just trying to pay attention to what De La Hoya is saying. I'm getting distracted and I'm not even paying attention to the fight because De La Hoya has been crazy. De La Hoya is like at the quinceañera, and like he had too much, and like he's taking all the off of the girl. So they're trying to commentate from the sides right now. They're trying to tell Frank Mir what to do. Obviously, this is a biased panel. They're rooting for Mir. I mean, I can't blame them. You want to see a guy like this win, you know, but they're trying to commentate from the sides like DC and let him know what to do. Yeah, all anybody even wants to talk about, both in the chat and in the actual event commentary table, is how wasted De La Hoya is right now. I should do a breakdown just on De La Hoya, on De La Hoya's commentary. Who's the guy that's talking and keeps like slurring? I keep thinking that's Mike Tyson. Who's talking right now? Anybody that's watching the Triller event? Who was that? I keep thinking that's Mike Tyson, but he's not there at the booth. Who is that? Is that Mike Tyson? Is there like different tables that have microphones or something? I keep thinking I'm hearing Tyson, but I can't tell who it is. Snoop is not Snoop. Steven Seagal. I'm starting to doubt Oscar De La Hoya's comeback fight. It says. How much is the pay-per-view? It was $50. Well, it was $49.99. Hey, I was having trouble buying the fight before I started. Like, that's one of the reasons I started even later. I was looking and looking everywhere. I couldn't find that Triller. Like, they make it complicated. I was trying to throw my money at these fools, and I couldn't find it. But, oh, my gosh. Hey, pickles make you burp. But it was $49.99 if you want to get it. That's got to be Tyson. That's got to be Tyson. Have you ever noticed Mike Tyson and Teddy Atlas kind of have the same voice? They kind of have like the same I don't know how to say it. But like, I feel like if I close my eyes, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference from Teddy Atlas and Mike Tyson. I know they used to chill a lot back in the day, like he was training with them and stuff. But I don't know. I think it's weird. It's uncanny. Hawaiian Punch says, "Hey, Grandmaster, when the flipping Fladuro, are you posting another podcast?" In my opinion, I say Pop cereal is better cereal than Captain Crunch. Hey, Hawaiian Punch, I'm honored that you asked that. Most people, I thought you were going to say the same thing. Most people just want to know when I'm doing another breakdown and they don't care about the podcast. So I'm very thankful that you like the podcast. Thank you for the kind words. As far as right now, it's a thing now. That's it. I'm doing one every Wednesday. It doesn't mean that I'm no longer doing breakdowns. It just means that I'm doing a podcast every Wednesday no matter what. And then as I'm able to, I'll throw a breakdown in between. Maybe I'll do a podcast on a Wednesday, release a breakdown on a Thursday or a Friday. Just as I'm able to do it. But, you know, I can't hate too much Hawaiian Punch because I got to say, Pops are definitely up there for me. Captain Crunch, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, is the best cereal ever invented. And if you believe that it destroys the roof of your mouth, then I think you need to question your chewing habits. I don't understand that. I don't know, like, why you're pushing your food firmly with your tongue against the roof of your mouth. I don't understand that. But I like Captain Crunch, and I also love Pops. And you know what else is up there for me? Maybe number 2, honeycomb. I love that honeycomb. But thank you so much, Hawaiian Punch. I appreciate you. Tim says, rather spend my money here than buying that thriller. Thank you, Tim. I'd rather you spend it here too. I appreciate you. Last round, 1:41 left. De La Hoya is enthusiastic and he's angry. He wants Mir to win. And Mir is just not getting the job done. Oh, that's sad. Mir landed a couple and Cunningham's laughing at him. He's like, are you kidding me? Like, it's that sweet science, you know? It's that sweet science that Frank Mir just hasn't studied yet, I guess. It's just a different level. It's just a different level. Yeah, we're closing in on a minute here, and this is just a sad display. Frank Mir is just like trying to fall asleep on that fool's chest. Like, he has nowhere to go. 55 seconds left in the final round. And unless Cunningham just wants to get a finish at the very end and just drop him with one solid punch, it's just going to go to the decision. And it's obvious. Yeah, Mario Lopez is even saying that it's an accomplishment. Like, you know, things went wrong when they're telling you that you did an accomplishment just by getting to the end of the fight and not getting finished. Like, that's what they're saying to Frank Mir at this point. And let me tell you, he'd probably rather not hear that. He's not going to look at that as an accomplishment. It's not Rocky, you know, it's not Rocky 1. It's not a movie. This is his real life that he has to live with. And didn't he win his last MMA fight? I thought Frank Mir won his last MMA fight, and he could have went out like on a win, and he could have went out feeling good about his career, like he had a nice close. At least he got the last one, and now he has to live with this. Now he's gonna have to box like a Nissan Gibb or something and try to get another win. Yeah, he beat Roy Nelson. Look at that. He beat Roy Nelson in his last fight. He could have went out with that. Come on, man. Now he's gonna have to live with this one. He should have just left it alone, man. I tried to get down with that natural syrup. Marilena got like maple syrup or something like that for a while, and I was like, man, get this out of the house. Get this. Like, I couldn't even. What's that one with the lady? That one with the lady on it. Like, that's the only one that I could get. Oh, man, didn't they cancel that one? I shouldn't have said that. Is that the one that you're not supposed to have in your house anymore? Oh, yeah, let's not talk about that anymore. Let's see. Reese's Pieces, that's one of my favorite candies ever. I typically don't like chocolate candy. I like sour candy. I like Warheads. That's probably one of my favorite candies, but I do love Reese's. Everybody already knows. Like, for my birthday and stuff, everyone always gives me Reese's. Captain Crunch is trash. All right, let me block you real quick. Hold up. Golden Grams. That's what Oscar's been snorting tonight. Cornflakes are delicious. Oh, I love Frosted Flakes. Cornflakes are like Frosted Flakes that they forgot to finish. When my mom will get cornflakes, I will put a bunch of sugar on it. That's when I'd have like the whole bottom quarter of the bowl just like filled with. I can't make the sound effect. You know how I mentioned in the last podcast when you put a bunch of sugar in your cereal and then when you're done, it's like a whole layer. It's like an ocean floor of like sugar at the bottom, and then you just scoop it and eat that sugar milk. Oh, that's the ass. Oh snap! Ryan Holiday. Oh man, Ryan Holiday. Ryan Holiday. Come on, show some love, even if it's. Hey, remember he riled them up last time. Ryan Holiday says, "Come on, show some love, even if it's a couple of bucks." Dominoes on me tonight. I was disappointed when I heard your real voice on someone else's channel. It says whiter than me, and that's almost impossible. Hey, look, I've been saying, like, a lot of people have been like, I don't know if it's like an intimidation thing or what. Like, people feel like they're slumming on my channel and whatnot, and they're like, they feel weird about it. But I developed this character that goes by the name of Vincent. So when I want to feel like more mainstream and appeal to the masses and stuff like that, trying to get sponsorships, I try to be like more, that thing that I think that they're more. I try to what do they call it? You got to be like more what's the word that they use? There's like a term that they use. Ethnic, like you got to be like ambiguous, so that you could fit like any. That's what they want, That's what Hollywood's looking for, and I try not to play that game. I don't want to feed into that, because I don't particularly agree with it. But I'm also trying to pay my phone bill, So Ryan Holiday, I understand what you're saying. I don't really love it. I don't really like it. I go in there and I'm like, hey, everybody, how are you feeling? How do you feel about the UFC? I like it a lot. Today I'm watching boxing, but I don't like doing that. Like, it feels weird. Like, it gives me chills and stuff like that. I don't like doing it. And it's hard. It's like when you watch a movie and it's like someone from like Beverly Hills, or from the Valley, and they got those like 90210 accents, and then they get like a show on Hulu. And all of a sudden, they talk like that's my British accent. I don't know how to talk like I'm British. But like when you see an actor and they're from like Texas and they're doing a British accent, that's how I feel when I'm doing it. Except I don't know how to do a British accent apparently. But thank you, Ryan. Thank you. It's weird. Like people saw me doing that interview and they were like, you should do this all the time. And I'm like, I feel dirty doing that because it's fake. And like, I'm trying to be myself. So like, I appreciate you, Ryan. And I definitely see what you're saying. And my eyes are not going to be able to unsee what I just witnessed right now. So I'm going back to the UFC event for a moment. Because this is a little bit worse than Doja Cat. All right, hold up. My ESPN thing keeps like closing on me. I have to keep reopening the fight. Yeah, Amir lost. He clearly lost. Yeah, Side Attic, I don't love it. I don't love it. I really don't love it. Sometimes people actually tell me to do it more, and I'm like, do you understand that I'm doing what I'm doing the way I'm doing it because I don't like that? I don't enjoy that. Yeah. That's not like who I want to be, What's up, Grandmaster from South Africa? Hey, what's up, Morris? I know Chris Bryan is weird. I don't like it. It feels weird, but it makes some people a little more comfortable at the time. So I just feel like I have to do that. Borat. Yeah, that was my Borat voice. I was trying to be British, and I ended up being Borat. Look, I love peanut butter. I'll eat peanut butter on a spoon, but I don't like it in my cereal. I don't know. Some people are bringing up like Captain Crunch peanut butter and some other peanut butter stuff, and I was like, I don't know why. I don't like it in my cereal. I'll sit down on the couch and eat a jar of peanut butter, but I don't like it in my cereal. How long until Jake's fight? I have no idea. I mean, like I was saying earlier, I feel like I bought a pay-per-view that's like actually one long concert, and every once in a while there's a fight, but I basically bought a concert. So I don't know what's happening. It's a freak show. I don't know what I pay for. It's insane. Quinn Wilson dropping that Dogecoin money, fool. Thank you, Quinn Wilson, coming through big. I need to learn more about that stuff. Where are we at? I'm trying to just read your guys' conversations. You guys make me laughing here. Yeah, there's like way more music than fighting on that card, and I should have known better. Look, here's Pete Davidson. Now he's interviewing Ben Askren. So, Ben Askren is saying, I heard you call me a tool. Why are you being hateful? He's saying that they have a beef. Oh, okay. Okay, so right now Ben Askren and Pete Davidson are squashing the beef. Pete Davidson's like, hey, I was being funny because you said that you were making fun of being part of an event where I'm the one. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's hard when you're trying to talk and listen to something at the same time. But Pete Davidson is basically saying that he was being defensive because Ben Askren was talking pop-on, saying that he was embarrassed to be part of an event where Pete Davidson was in there. But he's been way cooler than Jake Paul was. Jake Paul was being like a punk. He was acting like he wanted to fight Pete Davidson. Jake Paul gets too hurt. So right now, Pete Robinson actually just called this a psycho event. And Ben Askren laughed and he said that's an understatement. So it's funny. He's self-aware. He is self-aware. Benny Boy says, sorry to interrupt. Give me a sheesh. Benny Boy. What are you referencing, Benny Boy? I hope I did it right, though. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know what the expectations are, but I hope that was good enough. Yes, I do not like, Zach, is there a comparison? Zach says this guy likes pickles, but not olives. That's like saying that I like St. Bernard's, but not lice. What? I don't understand. Like, how could you compare those, Zach? Yeah, olives, they're nasty. Oh my gosh. But olives are pickled. Yeah, I see which I get it. I got it. There is a technicality kind of thing going on right there. And I have to credit you for that. But I mean, just like the product itself, Frank Mir lost. Olives are disgusting. All right, I like it. Olives are trash. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Turnips says pickles are better. Okay, all right. Paul really likes olives. Okay. But this is what I'm feeling the most today, to be honest with you. The dedos, this is what I'm feeling today. Ryan Holiday says, I'm clowning. I get all Asian when talking to Asian at work. What? They don't find it offensive and I'm not trying to be. It's just something we do. What did I miss? What? What did I miss? There's obviously some conversations going on right here that I was not a part of. You sound okay. I'm trying to go back and see what you said. It says you sound Jamaican doing a British accent. You know what I realized I thought the same thing, Ryan Holiday. When I was trying to do the British accent right now, I felt like I sounded like Joey Tribbiani when he was trying to do that Well, you know how every accent he tried to do, he sounded Jamaican. I felt like that's what I was doing right now. So I was like, I'm just gonna stop right now. Speedy WTF says your Adesanya didn't beat Romero breakdown is a masterpiece. That's how I came across your channel, new viewer right here. Hey, Speedy WTF, thank you. Thank you. Look at that video. Like, there's some videos that I made where, like, I feel like, man, I wish I could have made that better, or I wish I could have went back and done this, or I wish I would have had more time. I'm very proud of that video. And I feel like I did my research on that video, and I feel like I put everything in that video that needs to be said, you know. So thank you. I'm glad that you saw that. I'm glad that it helped you find the channel, and I'm glad that you're here now. Thank you so much for the contribution. Wait. How come my text isn't working? That's weird. So right now, woo. Woo. Right now, I'm trying to. I think they're gonna barely say the decision for the UFC. Oh no, they already said it. I'm sorry, I'm scattered. I'm trying to look at 2 events and eat, and I'm not doing a good job. So Jacob Malkoun just beat Abdulrazak Al-Hassan by decision. And this is the first fight that probably anybody's going to care about. Jeremy Stevens. I know a lot of people like Jeremy Stevens. Just because they like to start conversation or something. Just being able to tell someone that you're a Jeremy Stevens fan will probably like raise some eyebrows. But this Jeremy Stevens versus Drakkar Klose is going to come up. And then you got Andrei Arlovsky versus Chase Sherman. And then Robert Whittaker versus Calvin Gastelum. But right now on the boxing, I got to look up this card. I'm getting sick of seeing all these people. I don't know who I'm looking at. Jake Paul versus Ben Askren card. Let me see. Let me actually be able to tell you what the lineup is right here. Woo! Woo! If I'm looking at this correctly, this is the last fight before the main event. This is Regis Prograis versus Ivan Redkach. Right after this is going to be Jake Paul and Ben Askren. And right now on UFC, I thought Usman was coming out. I was like, what's that? It's a promo. On UFC, yeah, I forgot already. Jeremy Stevens and Drakkar Klose are going to come out right now. All right. What in the world is a dedo? Hey, you know what, Zach? I need to send you some. I told you a while back I wanted to send you something, Zach, and I still have in mind. Like, I have something I want to send you, like something Pacific. I should send you a couple of these. I want you to know what they taste like. Like, I want to change your life, Zach. I should probably send you some. Maybe I could send a whole box. I would love to know what you think of those. It's good. Like, it's basically, look at dedos. Spicy and sour candy, it says. And then it's like a parody, like Indiana Jones, Indy. I don't know what that's all about. Ingredients: sugar, corn syrup, citric acid, iodized salt, water, corn, starch, chili powder, sodium benzoate, and potassium sorbate. FD and C yellow, number 6. Lake, FD and C red, number 40. Lake. Made by Products Indy. Avenida Martel, number 403. Fracciona. what is it? Santa Catarina, Mexico. Product of Mexico. You could only really get these from like sketchy like gas stations and stuff like that. Like where I'm at. But it's the best. Look, it's just little. See those? Like anybody that knows, like like you've seen this. See the candy, the way it looks, like you've eaten that in some form, Like you know what I'm talking about. If you had it and you've seen that, you know what that tastes like. You could taste it on your taste buds right now. Ooh. Where are we at? I like their cowbell that they use for the time. Joshua Harrison says, try bang KOs Jake under 3 minutes. It would be so funny if he just like took him down, just like muscle memory. Hawaiian Punch says, try this, make a PB&J sandwich, then dip it in a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. Let me know what you think in your next podcast. Fat Boy Gang. Wow. Look, I know I talk a lot. I talk a lot about like I always talk about Pepsi. I go on and on about Pepsi, but I love Coca-Cola too. I'm not one of those that's like one or the other. I always talk about Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I mean, look, I don't even know what I'm saying. I always talk about Captain Crunch, but I also love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I really do. I think I was clowning on it the other day with somebody, but I do love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's one of my favorites. And I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So the thought of doing that, I'm intrigued. I'm not one of those cochinos. Like, I'm not one of those ones that could take like anything I love and put them together. Like, I have a homie the other day. He had a French fry and he dipped it in his milkshake. And I was like, get out of my house. Take your shake and your fries and get out of my house. Like, I will not allow that sorcery in my pad. Like that's crossing the line right there. That's disgusting. I don't get down like that. But if it's stuff like that goes together like that, like all sweet stuff, I could understand that. Marilena is tripping. She knows I'm streaming. Asking me about Tracy Cortez and whatnot. Like, what am I supposed to do? She's fighting. Schwang is sleepy. Says my name is also Jesse. Applebee's knife fight for who keeps the name. Hey, let's do it with a spoon. It'll be even funnier that way. You know what's funny? When people, hey, Tommy, Jesse, if this actually happens to you, it blows my mind how often this happens, especially since like every video has my name in it, like on screen. People will type my name or send me a comment or a message or something, and they always spell my name wrong. They always either spell it with a Y or IE, and I'm like, hey, fool, I'm not that one from Toy Story. That's not how you spell my name. Does that ever happen to you? All the time. Oh, they canceled Jeremy Stevens? Look it. I'm not even gonna read the comments or the chat. I don't know what happened. Okay, but let me tell you what I think happened. And if this is what happened, then you guys are gonna think I'm lying and that I saw the news already, but I didn't. I promise. When I saw the push that Jeremy Stevens did, I was like, it's gonna get canceled because he probably gave that for whiplash or something. The moment I saw that push, I felt it like right here, like that moment, like when your head jerks back and you get that ugly feeling right here, like right there. I was like, I bet you they're gonna call it. Is that what happened? If it wasn't canceled, and then I'm gonna feel stupid now, or if or something else happened. But if it got canceled, that's what I think happened. I knew it. He hurt his neck. I knew that's what happened because the push. What an idiot. What a dummy. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. Just upgraded. Thank you, Sean Rosas. Thank you. You made me laugh out loud and scared my 2-year-old. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan Holiday. Holiday! What happened? Why did you laugh? But thank you. Michael, it's your worst nightmare. It's your worst nightmare. It's the Mexican fight companion. I'm bringing the colorful commentary for the Jake Paul and Ben Askren fight. I'm just letting you know play by play. Jeremy said I can't let you get close. Look at comments like that. Comments like that make me want to do more Reddit videos. Like every time you guys like say good stuff like that, it makes me want to do more of those Reddit videos because you guys are funny. Man, I miss doing that. I only did one, and I wish I could do more of them. Man. John Flores Garcia, me and my nephew are watching this fight, and he's a Jake Pauler. Oh dang! Hey, Jake Paul wins. He's never gonna stop, John. He's gonna be going on and on. Oh man. Chelsea says, "Wait, are you skipping the UFC for the Jake Paul fight?" Yes, I am. Hey, even if Jake Paul wasn't fighting, I don't know if I could have been interested in this UFC card tonight. And I think that's like I was saying earlier, I thought some people were going to be annoyed in the chat that I was doing the Jake Paul fight instead of UFC. And when I brought it up earlier, everyone was like, nah, that card's kind of like not good. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm not the only one. The fifth ingredient is rat poison in the dedos. Hey, Zach, if I send you one, are you going to be too afraid to eat it? Because it's like 90% lead, or would you actually eat it? I knew that was going to happen. What a dummy. Let me see. He had papas in his neck. Jeremy Stevens is an idiot. So he loses money for that, right? Like, do you even get paid to show money? Like, you don't get paid to show up to the weigh-in, right? Especially when you're the one that ruined the fight at the weigh-in. And then, like, has Jeremy Stevens ever won a fight? I don't know if he ever won a fight since he went professional. Jeremy Stevens. Like, how is he even, like, I could see Dana White cutting him now for that. That was such a dumb thing to do. Okay, Jeremy Stevens has won a fight back in like 2011. Wow. All right. Yeah, Dana's gonna like. I can't wait to see what Dana says about that. Did he already say something about it? Dude, it's like people who dip fries in mayo. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. That's nasty. That's nasty. Billy the Kidder says close was a little too easy to push, in my opinion. That's what I was thinking. When I saw the push and I saw Jeremy Stevens go like this, I was like, how did that fool not get out of the way or something? Like, he didn't just go boom like that. He brought it all the way back. Like, you could see it coming a mile away. Keeping it real with Sean Rosas. Watch Combat Sports. Change the stare down policies. You heard it here first. Oh, yeah. I can see that. Now that you say it, I don't want to be like, yeah, I agree. I've been saying the same thing. But now that you say it, that makes a lot of sense. I can see them doing something like that. There's too much dumb stuff that happens. It will go well with your podcast meme review minute. Just saying. Zach Hughes, I agree. I like that. Look, I haven't really put it out there too publicly yet because I'm already bad enough. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna tell you. I had to wear some different pants today, and I'm gonna be real with you, all right? Because I've been streaming for over 2 hours, and because if you've been riding with me this long, then you deserve to know the truth, all right? I'm not even gonna front. I've been having like a massive wedgie for like the last 40 minutes, and I don't know if you could tell. I've been like fidgeting and stuff like that. And I can't handle it anymore. All right. So like, I'm out to be real with you. Am I adjusting right now on live stream? Yes, I am. But I mean, I know you can't see it, so that's all right. But hey, I'm losing my mind over here. I think I put my pants on backwards or something because it feels like it's riding up in places that it's not supposed to be. I can't handle it anymore. I apologize. I still feel it. I couldn't find the right pass today. Oh, what I was saying, Zach, is I want to start putting it more public. I want people to start emailing in. I want people to start leaving voicemails. I want people to start recording videos of them and asking questions and stuff so I could put it right here. Like, oh, yeah, I like that one. Okay, here's what I think. I think that would be bad. I want to start making the podcast more dynamic like that. I thought my stream died. Okay, look it. I'm worried. My mouse is acting like dead. My mouse is dead. My mouse is dead. But my stream is still on, right? Hold up. Maybe it's just the... Oh, no. My mouse isn't working.